Brave kids, welcome to the Midweek Mix-Up. Man, I have so loved getting to hang out with each of you this week. I wish we could be in person, but hey, we're learning about Jesus together, and that's great. We're learning some new things. We have some amazing teachers teaching us how to do some new things, and I'm super excited because today I'm gonna get to teach all of you how to do one of my favorite things, and that's play the piano. Yeah, that's right. Did you know that you can play the piano? You can. There's gonna be more info about that a little bit later. There's an app that you'll need to download. So if you haven't done that, ask your parents, whoever's around you, to download that app. But we are so excited to be learning about Jesus. Let's begin this week, as we always do, with worship. And I wanna say one thing about worship. Worship is never meant to be about just standing there or sitting there and watching and observing. Worship doesn't happen until we actually engage with God in our hearts. So I want you to take this moment and I want you to think about the words that are being sung. I want you to be excited when we need to be excited, and I want you to just express how you feel to God, because that is worship. So as these songs play, sing out loud, clap, dance, whatever you need to do, but engage with God in this moment, and I'll see you in a little bit.
When I'm drowning, oceans raging all around me, through the thunder and the waves, you're constant. You're my lifeline in the storm. See the waters rushing through this broken vessel. You're the calm within the current, hope rising through the storm. You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. Endless mercy. You had every right to leave me. All my sin had left me stranded, but your love has brought me home. You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. And I'm holding on to you. 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 You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. 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 praises the fire that is spreading. Yeah. Hope is consuming the darkness. You light up the world with your brilliance. Jesus, your love has changed me. You've got me on fire. I can feel it. My heart overwhelmed by joy that I can't describe. I'm surrounded. There's a blaze in my heart, and I can't stop it. Come on. Come on, sing it with me. I'm on fire. 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 On fire. I can feel it. My heart overwhelmed by joy that I can't describe. I'm surrounded. There's a blaze in my heart, and I can't stop it. I can feel it. My heart overwhelmed by joy that I can't describe. I'm surrounded. There's a blaze in my heart, and I can't stop it.
God's love is so powerful. It literally has the power to change our life. And my prayer today, together, all of us in this room would encounter Christ in a new way, in a way that we have never encountered him before, realizing his forgiveness, realizing what he has done, and letting that truth inspire us to live that out. So let's think about that together as we worship.
It's the greatest episode since sliced bread!
Hang on for the loop!
3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I'm Jamie!
I'm Ricky. Wait, I'm sorry. Don't I usually say my introduction first?
Game changer, man. I'm changing the game.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. That's what we're talking about. This whole episode, the good news to Jesus was a game changer.
Game changer, game changer!
See, I feel like mine sounds more like a missile or something rather than like...
Yeah, no, like your brain has so much knowledge, it's expanding out and it's just...
Oh, there was. That was better. We're focusing on our reaction to this mind-blowing good news.
Jamie, I'm so glad you said reaction because that is a perfect transition for our next segment.
Yeah, well, it was in the script.
Loop Show reacts to game changers in history.
Game changers in history! Soap!
I thought that was cheese for a second, but it's soap.
Can't live without soap. It's just before soap, I don't know how people would have dealt with. I'm too young to remember all that.
We don't want to go around smelling bad, you know what I mean? So I think this is very important. I say it's a game changer.
Game changer! The light bulb!
Light bulbs, okay, can't see without light, hence the light bulb.
Imagine just working in darkness.
We'd be way back in time, you know, like back in the Stone Age without electricity.
Yeah, you just have to hurry and get everything in before the sun goes down.
I mean, candles, they're good, but...
I'm so grateful to Thomas Edison for making light bulbs so that I don't burn my fingers.
The wheel!
Cool thing about the wheel, you can just put it on everything. You can put it on bicycle, cars, scooters.
I guess you have to use them to steer too.
The early machines in the, in the past, without the wheel, none of that would happen.
Wheelbarrow, hello?
Telephone!
So next we have a telephone.
Like before phones, like I picture just like people like standing in like the town square with like the scrolls and stuff, just yelling stuff to people.
I think it's awesome that I can talk to my aunt that's in New Jersey.
Back in the days before there was telephones and wires and 5Gs, we just wrote letters, which is fine, but it just takes longer. People had to use pigeons to carry them. I don't know how that works.
That's a good thing, hanging up. If you don't want to talk to someone and they call you, you just hang up. So phones are really good for avoiding people.
This is a computer.
Personal computer!
Computer, okay. Is that for like a floppy disk to go in it? It says Apple too.
Computer was a huge game changer, let me tell you that. Schoolwork is so different now.
This was a big step in science and technology, just as one thing.
Life has never been the same!
Computers, they definitely came a long way since they were first debuted. Nowadays, they're a little smaller. These older ones, they definitely have a little grimy, real dirty look to them.
Imagine this. You're living in the late 1800s and you're still using a candle as a light source. Now, as you know, candles don't make that much light at all. So all of a sudden in 1879, this cool dude named Thomas Edison had an idea to fix that problem. You get it? Because it's a light bulb. He created the first light bulb. So in that time of the late 1800s, you would think that the first ever person to see a working light bulb would be impressed, right? And they were. But what if they weren't? That'd be pretty weird, right? We're talking about this because Thomas Edison was a game changer. He did something that completely changed how people lived during that time. And that's exactly what a game changer is. A game changer is something that totally reshapes what we did before. So the reason that we're talking about game changers is because the good news of Jesus' death and resurrection was a game changer. In case you've never heard the good news, let me lay it out for you this way. Sin strips your life of anything good. God fixed this by sending Jesus to restore a full life, here and now and after we die. We call this life-changing good news the gospel, and it waits for your reply. The whole reason that something is a game changer is how you react to it. For example, let's go back to the light bulb. The reason that the light bulb got so popular during that time is because the light bulb provided more light than a candle. So why would you go back to something that makes your life more difficult when you have something available that makes your life better? That's exactly what the gospel is. It makes your life better. So after hearing the good news about the gospel, how do you react? Are you going to ignore it? Or are you going to honor Christ as your Lord and Savior and model your life to reflect everything that Jesus said and did? I think I like that one better. But how you react to something is your choice. So I suggest you choose wisely.
And since we're talking about game changers, we're gonna play a good old-fashioned game of go fish.
Ricky, do you have any threes?
Oh, wait a second, we have a game changer card.
Oh no.
All right, so for this game of go fish, we're going ice fishing. Oh, great. Same rules apply, but when you go fish, reach into the tank of cold water and grab your fish.
That's a game changer!
Do you have any threes?
I do. Here,
Well, that's good.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any twos?
Oh, I do!
This is going great.
All right, Ricky, do you have any fours? No!
Go fish. Dive on in.
Well, I actually can't because I have long sleeves on.
Oh, a lot of chatting, not enough fishing, Jamie.
Oh, it's even worse when you're closer. Okay. I'm not even sure my arm. Okay, all right.
The fish, I see the fish are all at the bottom. Just dive deep on in. Go fish. Go fish.
Yes, I'm going. Ah, it's really cold. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I have one question for you, Jamie.
Just don't say the number that I'm thinking.
Do you have any twos?
Are you serious?
Right.
Ricky, do you have any fours?
Ooh, go fish.
Yeah.
And I'm grabbing one right here.
Jamie, do you have any aces?
I do not.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Go fast!
So, let's just see. Oh, I see. I understand now. I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Oh, I don't even feel like you had to go all the way down.
That's cool. Okay.
Ricky, do you have any fives?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yay!
Have any more aces?
No.
Of course not.
Careful, you're gonna scare the fish. Oh, geez, I can't pick it up off the bottom.
Yeah, not better.
Oh, no, you don't have any cards again. Uh-oh. Oh, 2 hands, and they don't fit. Oh, my gosh! I know, it's a nightmare.
Okay, so cold. All right. I got my 2 sweets. Oh, so cold. So cold.
Do you have any 4s?
I have nothing else. What do I do? I'm all out of cards.
Did he win?
I won!
Because I think you had to go in there more times than I did. So I kind of won.
I think we all lost.
That was quite a game changer.
Yeah, while we go warm our arms, check this out.
Arm. I didn't get to reach in my left one, just the one.
Jamie.
We're walking away, okay.
So if I asked you what is the gospel, what would you say? I mean, we all know that the gospel is the good news, right? We've all heard that. But what exactly is that good news? Well, we're gonna talk about that a little bit more, but first, I want you to check out this video from the Bible Project.
If you know any Christians, or if you happen to be one, you've probably heard the word gospel as a kind of summary of Christian belief, connected to phrases like, God loves you, or Jesus died for your sins. But over time, religious words like gospel can lose their power and meaning by becoming too familiar. So, let's take a moment to rediscover what this important word, gospel, meant to the people who wrote the Bible. Gospel translates the Old Testament Hebrew verb, biser, and the noun, besorah. The Greek New Testament equivalent is euangelion, which is a compound word. Eu means good, and angelion means announcement. All of these words mean good news, but what kind of news? Jesus claimed that God was restoring his reign over his people Israel and over all nations, and he was the one bringing it all about. Now, the euangelion about a new king in charge means a new way of life. Jesus said that living in God's kingdom meant following him by putting down the sword and seeking peace through radical forgiveness and generosity, even toward your enemies. His good news required people to make a decision. This is why Jesus took his euangelion to Jerusalem to confront the corrupt and violent kingdoms of his day. But he challenged them in a surprising way with the power of God's generous love. As Jesus was being executed by his enemies, he received his crown and was mocked as a fake king. But he displayed true royal authority by forgiving his tormentors. Jesus was the one in charge that day, giving his life for the sins of others. And then, a few days later, everything changed. Jesus rose from the dead as the true king, whose love is stronger than death. He appeared to hundreds of his followers and told them to spread the euangelion, that all authority in heaven and earth now belongs to him. And they did share this good news all over the ancient world.
My favorite line from that video is when they said Jesus was in charge that day, giving up his life for the sins of others. You see, Jesus restores full life then and now and after we die. This is the bullseye story that we love to share as Christians. So what do you think of that? Is there a chance that maybe you have borrowed your reaction to the good news, this news, from your parents? Or maybe there's a chance that you have just kind of believed because your friends believe. I want you to stop for just a minute, and I want you to think about this. Just think about it. Jesus, the Son of God, came down here to this earth and gave up his life for you. That is good news. And that good news can be a game changer for your life. And so if you do believe that the good news can be life-changing, the real question is, how has your life changed?
But make sure that in your hearts, you honor Christ as Lord. Always be ready to give an answer to anyone who asks you about the hope you have. Be ready to give the reason for it, but do it gently and with respect. 1 Peter 3:15.
Oh, the equator.
This is so much better.
Oh my goodness.
It was so painful.
Oh,
Do you think they have other game changers planned the whole month?
I do.
Oh.
Not looking forward to it.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Well, welcome back.
The good news of what Jesus did for you and me is mind-blowing.
Jesus personally changed your life. Take a minute to take that in.
It's pretty incredible.
Game changing.
Until next time,
Enjoy the ride. Do you normally wave goodbye?
I'm trying to get feeling back in my hand.
Oh, good idea.
Faster.
Oh, this helps.
Well, what is up, brave kids? I'm gonna teach you how to play the piano. Now, it's totally okay. I know that not everyone has a piano in their house, and that's totally okay. If you do, that's awesome. If one of your mom or your dad or a family member has a keyboard, that's great too. But we're gonna do something because it's amazing what you can do with technology, that right on our iPad, we're gonna open up our very own piano app, okay? And so it doesn't matter if you have a real piano or not, because you can still learn how to play the piano with just this app, and I'm gonna teach you how in this segment. All right, so this is gonna be in two parts. Week one, this week, we're gonna learn the basics, and we're gonna learn how to play two songs using our right hand. Now, some of you might be left-handed, some of you might be right-handed. It doesn't really matter, because in piano and in most music, our right hand, or the higher notes, are actually the ones that carry what we call the melody, right? So if you joined us for our songwriting Teach Me How a couple weeks ago, we talked about what melody is. So we're gonna teach you two songs a day, right hand only, and then next week, if you practice this week, now practice is very important, but if you practice this week, we're gonna put both hands together and you're gonna actually play a song. You could play it for your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever's around you, your best friend, your dog, your cat. Don't play it for your cat. Cats don't like music, just kidding. But here's the deal. We're gonna teach you how to play a song this week. So let's start with some basics. Now, I have here this piano app. We linked it for your parents to be able to download. So if you need to go download a piano app, pause this video, tell your mom or your dad or whoever can to download an app, and we're gonna download this piano app. Now, a couple very important things to know. The first thing we need to know is what the names of our keys are, okay? You'll notice there's a bunch of white and black keys, and that's exactly what you'd see on a piano. Now, what's great about this app is this app actually lists the name of the keys below. So you can also, a real piano has 88 keys, so you can scroll across which section of the 88 keys you want to by just dragging right here on top. I know that there is ads at the top, but that's what you get when you get a free app, right? Okay, so we're gonna drag all the way up here until we see something called C5. Okay, so right here, this is the C note. Now, here's how I like to think about the piano notes. It helps by grouping the black notes together. So you'll notice that there's two black notes, and then there's three black notes, and then there's two black notes, and then if I kept going, there'd be three black notes. So we're gonna start with the white note before the first set of two black notes, okay? That white note is always C. Now here's what's so great about music. Music just keeps on repeating itself. So this is the white note before the two black notes, that's a C. And then here's two black notes, and there's the white note before that, and that's a C. You hear how it's the same note, just one is higher than the other? That's because it's the same note, and then it keeps on repeating. So it's kind of like the alphabet, except we start on C, and then once we get to G, we loop back to A. So our notes are C, D, E, F, G, and then loop back to A, B, and then we're back at C, all right? So those are the names of our notes. Now that's gonna be important because as I teach you these songs, we're gonna have to yell out what note name we're pressing each time. So I'm gonna say, we're gonna start on E, and you're gonna have to find E on here. It's written for you on the note, which that helps. And so you're gonna find E and then play E. Okay, now, when we play piano, we want our hands to have a nice little curve to them, right? We don't wanna have a flat finger like this, even though it will work. When we actually play a piano, when you actually play an instrument, you want to play it the right way. So let's have curved fingers like this. So when I'm playing, it'll look like this. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to play a song called Ode to Joy. Now, why am I teaching you this song? Because it's one of the very first songs that I learned on piano. I've been playing piano for, I don't know, maybe 25 years now. And most of the time, if you've seen me on Brave Music or you watch the worship experience or you come to Brave on a weekend when we've been gathering, you'll probably see me with a guitar. But piano is really my favorite instrument. It's the instrument I know the best, and it's the instrument that's the most helpful for you to learn first. That's because everything's really clear on the piano. It's all laid out really well. And if you can learn piano, it'll help you learn all the other instruments, including drums, all the other ones, okay? So we're gonna teach you a song called Ode to Joy. Now, we're gonna be in the key of C. If you need to, it's gonna be very important that you have your lowest note be C, all right? So whatever you do, find this, and drag it so that C is the lowest note, C5. You could also do C4, but it doesn't really matter. As long as C is the lowest note that you see on your screen, that's what matters, okay? Now, we're gonna start by starting on the note E. So in this case, it's E5, and the melody goes like this. See if you can listen to it. Pretty good, right? So we're gonna play, that's just the first line of the melody. We're gonna play it all over, but here's how it goes. I'm gonna slow it down for you and then we're gonna play it together. The first part of this song goes E, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, E, D, D. All right? So you can stop that, you can rewind it until you get that passage down, but that's the very first line. Now, what's great about this song is it's very similar. So the second part is the exact same until the very end. At the very end, there's just a slight difference, okay? So the next line goes like this. E, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, D, C, C. So right there at the end, C, D, C, C, D, E, D, C, C, okay? So that's the second line. When we put them both together, it sounds like this. See if you can play along with me. Second part. Pretty good. All right, now this part is a little bit different, okay? So there's 4 parts to this song. Those were the first 2, so you're already halfway done with your first song, okay? Next part, we're gonna start on the note D, okay? So we're gonna find D, remember C, D, E. It's also listed on the keys here below. So we're gonna find D, and we're gonna go like this. Second part goes D, D, E, C, D, E, F, E, C, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, and then up to G, okay? So one more time, I know that's a little bit tricky. This is the only part of the song that's a little bit different, and then you've already pretty much played the 4th line. Goes like this, ready? D, D, E, C, D, E, F, E, C, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, G. Awesome, very good job, okay? Now, the 4th line is just like the 2nd line, so we've pretty much already played it. Let's see if you can play it with me. E, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, D, C, C. And that's the whole song. If you just played that with me, I mean, give yourself a round of applause because you just played through your very first song on the piano. How cool is that? That's awesome. Way to go. All right, you want to try it one more time from the top? We'll play it together, and I think you can do this, all right? So give it a try. Here we go, from the top, Ode to Joy, right hand only. Here we go. All right, third line, here we go. D, C, D, G, E, E. And then you can do this little twirl. So fancy, good job. Good job, way to go. Alrighty, that's our first song. Now I know you're wondering, what's our second song gonna be, all right? So our second song, we're gonna do something really fun. We're gonna play the song Jingle Bells. Now you might be wondering, it's not Christmas time outside. I don't see any Christmas trees up. I don't see Christmas lights around, but you know what? Is it ever really too early for Christmas music? I don't think so. So we're gonna learn how to play Christmas songs so that way this December, this holidays, you can play a Christmas song for your family on the piano app or on a piano or wherever you want, all right? So we're gonna play Jingle Bells, all right? So here we go, Jingle Bells. We're gonna start on the note E again. So both of these songs start on the exact same note. And here we go. All right, that's the first line. So E, 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 G, C, D, E. And now we're gonna go to F. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, C, D, G. All right, and then one more time from the top, repeat that same thing over again. E, 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 G, C, D, E. F, 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 E, 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 G, G, E, D, C. Good job. All right. You can pause that. You can watch back. You can watch this as many times as you need to until you get it right. But hey, give yourselves a round of applause because you just learned how to play 2 songs on the piano. And I think that's pretty cool. Check out next week's for the opportunity to learn how to play those songs. We're gonna add some notes. We're gonna add our left hand in there and it's gonna sound amazing. I'm so excited to be teaching you piano. See you next time. All right, I hope you had fun today. I sure had fun teaching you. Hey, remember, share this with a friend, share this with a sibling, share this experience with some people at school or that you're learning with or a neighbor, because there's nothing like following Jesus together. Hey, we love you, brave kids. Remember, brave kids do brave things, so go be brave for Jesus this week. We'll see you next time.